right now we are completely stranded in a monsoon in Costa Rica, which is kind of exactly what happened in Jurassic Park. Just luckily there's no dinosaurs this time. And good morning, we are back again. It is day number 3 of the Costa Rica trip. If you haven't been watching my previous vlog, what we're doing is we're here for our 10-year anniversary, my wife and I, and our kids are here with us. Mother-in-law's here, we got some friends here, a bunch of people here. If you want to go back and watch the first video in this series, you'll kind of understand what's going on a little bit better. But right now we're headed to what's it called? Manuel Antonio. It's a beach. They got monkeys and sloths and all sorts of stuff there, and who knows what else we'll find to do today. But that's what's up. We took a quick detour. I guess there's some crocodiles down here in this river, so we're gonna check them out real quick. There they are. They're just snoozing, but that's still pretty cool. You don't ever get to see crocodiles back home. You get to see alligators if you go down south, but you never get to see crocodiles.
Oh, look how big that one is. God.
He's feeding them, getting them to jump. Eddie, you see those crocodiles? Bennett, don't go close to the edge. Stay right there. Don't go any closer. You'll fall in. What do you think of the crocodiles? You didn't even get to see them. Are you having fun though? You just woke up from a nap. Check out the fish. Just hanging on the side of the highway. They're swatting flies off of them with a fly swatter. Can't see it very good, but they build boats inside those buildings. I didn't see it in time to get the camera out. Pretty cool. There's the ocean. This is perfect beach weather, that's for sure. Lay out there in the sun, get a nice tan, you get a shower at the same time. All these rows of trees here is where they get palm oil from. Got some tight parking along here. We're getting close to where we're going though. And we finally made it here. Now one thing when you come to a place like this is everybody literally will run out in front of your car and try to stop you and tell you that you have to park there. You do not. You just drive past them, ignore them, pretend like they don't exist. And you get around and you find the place that you want to park, and you do have to pay to park there. And then when you're coming up to the place, everybody's trying to sell you tours and all that sort of stuff. Once again, you just ignore them and you just go into the place, and then you can sightsee yourself. And then what you do is as you walk down, you find people like this that did pay for one of the tour guides. You see what they're looking at, and then you can look at it for free. Addie and Bennett, you guys ready to see the beach? Yeah. Ready to see some monkeys? Cool. Oh, you got your sunglasses on? You proud of your sunglasses?
It's getting sunny.
Yeah.
It's sunny.
Really and truly, Manuel Antonio is kind of a tourist trap. Everything here is expensive. This is where most tourists come, is places like this. But it is a fun place to bring the kids because there are a lot of monkeys here. And so that's why we came. If you're going to be here for a while in the country, I would recommend you come and check it out at least once. But if you're only here for a few days, honestly, it's probably not worth your time. But it is kind of cool. You just have to deal with a lot of high pressure salesmen, if that makes sense.
You have divots and all that. Can I get a golden one?
Look at the inside of that one. Look at here, huge one. That's a big one.
Iguana.
Males have that, females don't.
It's showing out.
There's one right there, close to the edge of the road.
Addie, your glasses.
You got your glasses.
When we get back to the Airbnb.
Jaden got him.
Whichever one got the biggest TV, and we could Google all the sloths. All the.
Take your walking stick.
Yeah.
You find a rock. That hill was quite the battle with strollers. I finally turned him around and just pulled him up backwards. A lot easier that way. Everybody else wanted to stop and eat food. I didn't hike all the way up here to eat food at an expensive restaurant. So we're gonna go down to the beach. And now it's pouring down rain. Everybody stopped at the restaurant and we didn't make it to the beach in time. We found the monkeys. I had to switch over to the GoPro, so I'm sure the audio is not nearly as good as what it was. It is pouring down rain. Oh, we missed it. It's down there. There's bunches of monkeys.
Yeah, on the roof. This guy
There's the Addie. Did you drink that too? Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Oh my gosh. They're playing. They're so playing. Stand right here and I'll get your picture. One follows the other. When do you guys head home? Oh!
I got that jump.
Oh, he got him.
Come.
Oh, let's not go with that one.
I know, but this guy coming over here.
Actually, there was a time where they would like take time and get on.
The kids are down here at the water. They're big waves, so they can't go very far, but they're having fun. Big wave. Oh, Annalise. You just got me all wet. Woo! Hey! Oh, it almost got me. Here comes the big one. Here it comes. Oh, maybe not. There it is. Woo! I finally got smart and just took my shoes off. You having fun, Bennett? Woo! Oh yeah, right there. yeah. Oh, there's one. He's moving. Right here.
Yeah. Wait. What?
Oh, yep. There's one there. Yeah. Okay, let's go, Bennett. Bennett. Come on. Let's run. Run. Bennett, run. Come on. Bennett, come on. We're leaving. Poor baby's all wet.
It's because it stopped raining.
We walked all the way down there.
I
See monkeys, and there's monkeys right next to the car.
That one over there.
This guy conked. He is out cold. He did not like that rain, but then he fell asleep on the way back. What was your favorite part?
In the water.
In the water?
No. It's drinking the water. It was yummy.
Ew.
Even though it was salty.
That's gross.
It was like water salt.
Ew.
It tastes good.
Well, we survived. It was an absolute monsoon, but we made it back out. I had to switch over to the GoPro for a little while, my phone a little bit. I had to put this camera away. Luckily, I have a rainproof cover for my backpack. That would have been bad news to get all my camera gear wet, but we made it, and we're leaving now. We're going to go find some place to eat, and then we'll probably head back to the Airbnb. We are completely soaked, absolutely soaked. I wasn't planning on going swimming. I brought swim clothes just in case I changed my mind, but I didn't put them on because I didn't plan on getting in the water. But we're absolutely soaked, but at least it's fresh water and not salt water. These speed bumps come out of nowhere here. You don't see them. They used to be painted yellow, but all the yellow paint's gone now, so sometimes you don't see them until it's too late. So evidently up ahead, it's been just absolutely pouring down rain, but evidently there's a river up ahead, and the river is completely flooded out, and a bus tried to go through it and got stuck, and so they brought out the rescue team, and they're trying to get the people off the bus or get the bus out or something. I don't understand exactly what's going on. There was just a guy walking down the road explaining it to us, but right now we are completely stranded in a monsoon in Costa Rica, which is kind of exactly what happened in Jurassic Park. Just luckily there's no dinosaurs this time. These people's house over here is flooded. The water's just flowing right into it. This is definitely pretty crazy right here. Yeah, traffic's a complete standstill, traffic jam. They said it's probably going to be 2 or 3 hours before the rain lets down enough for the river to go down enough for people to be able to get through. So we are completely stranded here on this little highway in the middle of nowhere in Costa Rica. So fun times, adventures made from scratch. Yeah, this truck's gonna have to back up. They're trying to get police through. This is definitely a nightmare. Now it's looking like we're gonna have to cancel the main thing I wanted to do while we were here. So, because by the time we get home tonight, it's gonna be probably like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So we're probably just gonna sleep tomorrow now. So that's kind of a bummer, but I guess we'll see if we can make it through this. Here's what we need, is a truck like that. I go through anything. Yeah, he's pulling this guy with a rope. He must have floated out. Well, we've been here for about 2 hours now, and we honestly could probably make it through with our vehicle, but our friends are in cars and they will never make it through. So it wouldn't be right for us to go through and go home and sleep in a bed while they're stuck in their car. So we've been here for a couple hours, so I don't know how much longer we're going to be here, but honestly probably another couple hours. We had some people stop by and they saw our kids, so they gave us food because they said you're probably going to be here for a while. Well, about 4.5 hours I think it's been now. We've been kind of dozing in the car off and on, so I've kind of lost track of time, but it's been about 4.5 hours, and the water is just now starting to go down a little bit. It's still not passable for cars, so we're going to be here for a while longer. I am tired. He crashed. He's out cold. He's been out, well, he's woken up a couple times, but he's out. My daughter's in the back seat back here. She's been out for a long time. My son is in the car behind us. There wasn't enough room for all of us in this car, so he's riding with our friends. So we're tired. We're ready to be back. The bad thing is we still have, whenever we do get through this, we've got a 3.5 hour drive. And that's if we don't come across any more flooded rivers. They say there's like 3 or 4 more rivers after this that are flooded out as well. So hopefully they clear out. I don't know what's going to happen, but we have to check out by 11 o'clock out of our Airbnb. So whenever we do get back, we're going to have just enough time to pack. One thing is, at least we've had a car to sit in. There's a whole bunch of people on motorcycles up here that have just been having to stand out there in the rain, which is not raining that bad now, but it's been a monsoon for most of the last 4 hours. But they just haven't been having to stand out there. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to wait. We may go now, we may wait a little bit longer, but we've got to go soon because the tide is going down to the lowest it's going to go, and then it's going to come back up and it's going to flood again. So there's traffic backed up everywhere. There was a little tiny car just made it through, and wait for that motorcycle to go by, but a little tiny car just went through. They survived just fine, and their car didn't blow up and get water in the engine. So I think we can make it through, or our friends can make it through. Here goes nothing. Don't worry about calling them. Just keep going. A little slower. Okay, right there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right, a tiny bit. Right, a tiny bit. A tiny bit more. Okay. I'm not sure why the windshield's fogging over so bad. Okay. Almost got it.
Stay close to us. Stay to the right.
We're through. We made it.
Él estaba bien bajito también. Esa troca, ¿verdad?
Pero pick-up, un poco más, pero era un poco más alto. 4x4. Tiene no, era 4x4. No, doble. No, no. Le lleva una moto encaramada, por lo menos el peso le ayuda.
¿O el peso ayuda?
Lo que no se ve aquí.
The lake is overflowed, and now this road is blocked here.
Could it be affecting it just the Central Pacific big time? For now, I haven't been able to really check.
So we were in the Central and it wasn't bad. Like it would rain in the or like early morning.
Central where?
San Jose.
That's Central Valley.
Okay.
Central Pacific is where we are now.
Okay.
Yes, in the Central Pacific, that's what is getting a big affectation right now. And North Pacific, La Fortuna, well, not La Fortuna,
Guanacaste.
Santa Teresa. If you go up north, it will be maybe less rain.
Are
Yes.
there alligators?
So behind me, there's a lake, and that lake is completely flooded out. We've got to make it through that, and then there's another river. If that river's flooded out, we sleep in the car tonight. Probably for like 5 or 6, 7, 8 hours before we'll be able to pass that. We can't go anywhere. We're literally stranded here. But hopefully that river's not flooded out, but we have to make it through the lake first, and there are crocodiles in that water. So we can't walk through it. If the car dies in it, we're going to have to get out, and we are going to have to walk through crocodile infested waters. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't know what we're going to do yet. We're just trying to figure it out. I guess a tropical depression has settled in over the area, and that's why it's raining so much. Normally it does not rain this much. It does not flood this bad. I guess there's a bunch of trees down blocking the roads. There's a mountain pass we can take, but I guess it's really, really dangerous, especially at night in the rain. So we don't have any good options on the table right now. Plus we've got a baby and a bunch of little kids. So I'm not sure what we're going to do, but this is definitely an adventure. There we go. Almost there. Yeah, it's okay, buddy. And we made it. We made it across the next river. Now we're going through these little towns, and they're completely flooded out. All the houses have like 6 to 10 inches of water standing inside them. It's crazy. Everything out here is flooded. I guess this was really a freak storm. We just happened to be here for it. They don't usually get nearly this much rain. They said this is like the entire rainy season they're getting all at once over the last couple of days.
All these cars, how they're parked up.
All the cars are parked up high. Can't see them very good, but they're all parked up high. Because, well, these houses here have way more than 6 inches of water. These houses here have like a foot of water inside the house, if not more. Some of these have more than that.
Oh my word.
Oh wow, this is some serious flooding here. And this is not typical.
It looks like a lake.
It literally looks like a lake. I mean, I didn't realize there was crocodiles everywhere here. So I don't know if the crocodiles come up in the town or not. Oh, we got another flood up here. Luckily this isn't really flowing water here. This is just flood waters coming up. So we should be able to get through it as soon as these cars in front of us go. You can kind of see where the edge of the road is. Just don't get too close, but you can kind of see where that white one in front of us is going. Not if they stay to the left, they'll be fine. That silver car up there is a Honda Accord, just as low as their car. The crocodiles must not be quite as bad as that guy made it seem, because there's guys walking around barefoot in this stuff. Crazy. You can kind of see all this is underwater. And this isn't as bad as what it was back there in that one little town. So I didn't get the camera out in time, but there are a ton of tree limbs and massive trees that you can see that they've fallen across the road, and people have come through with chainsaws and cut them up and got them off the road. So there's one more major river we have to cross that says it's got standstill traffic. So hopefully we can make it through that, and then after that I'm not too worried. It should be clear sailing the rest of the way home, but we'll find out shortly, I guess. And we're in another traffic jam. This is the last river. I think it's the last river that we have to cross. Well, we're moving again slowly. Little by little we're working our way up here. Can't quite tell where the river's at, but it's up here somewhere and we got to get through it. Talk about a bad place to break down or have a flat tire. Evidently they had a mudslide here. Looks like they've got it pretty well cleaned off, but this is all covered in mud. We were washed down the mountain. That's pretty crazy right there. I've never actually seen a mudslide before. They seem to have the roads pretty well cleared. There's a few places that we're gonna have to kind of narrow down and slow down. Oh yeah, this is where we saw the crocodiles earlier, right here. Can't see them now, but they're down there somewhere, I'm sure. Chilling and waiting. I guess that was the river that I thought was backed up with traffic, but it wasn't the river that was blocking up traffic. It was the mudslide. And so I'm definitely glad they had that cleared out. There's a bunch of trucks parked. It looks like they just gave up and went to bed. But I think it's homeward bound at this point in time. I don't think there's a few things on the map that kind of say traffic slows down for things, but there's no more actual traffic jams. So I think we're good to go. We got about another hour and a half drive. So hopefully there's no more issues. So we got a bunch of trees down right here. We've been passing a bunch of these. I just haven't gotten the camera out in time, but I made it out in time this time. Bunches of spots like that where trees just came down the mountain. And we made it home just in time to see the sunrise. It's been a long night, that's for sure. We're gonna go inside, sleep for 3 or 4 hours, then we gotta pack all our stuff up and leave again. You can see the mountains off in the distance. Way over there. I'm not sure what the plan is for later today. I guess I'll record and we'll see what happens. And good morning. Running on just a few hours of sleep. We got everything packed up in the cars. We're getting ready to head out. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to do what we thought we were going to do. We were going to go to some hot springs tonight. That was going to be really fun. And then tomorrow we were going to go to some hanging bridges that I was really looking forward to. Unfortunately, none of that's going to happen now. I'm not sure what's going to happen, so I guess you guys will ride along with me and we'll figure it out as we go. I definitely want to get a bigger lens for this camera so I can zoom in further. That city is so pretty off in the distance with all the fog rolling in on it.
Vieras afuera, Grace, ahí como son, y ellos llegan afuera. Estaban unos monos y como toda la gente les estaba.
The gas stations here are full service. You don't have to give them a tip though, it's included in their wages. They put gas in your car. Sometimes they wash your windshield. They didn't here, but a lot of places they do. Last time we were here, there was a guy standing around with a shotgun guarding the place, but they use a lot of credit cards now instead of cash, and so it's a little bit different than it was 10 years ago. Here's a cemetery here. They're all above ground because it's always so rainy here. Here's a cool Range Rover. It's an old one.
Yeah.
There's mangoes in the trees, avocados. They just grow everywhere here. You don't have to go to the supermarket and buy it. I have never in my life heard of a Gili Coolray. I've never heard of that before. I have no clue what that is. I don't even know where those are from. There's people selling stuff in the middle of the highway because we're moving so slow. Selling snacks and fruit and whatnot. It's just bumper to bumper traffic and we're just crawling along. Probably gonna be like this all the way there. And it's always pretty much crowded traffic here, but it's worse than usual now because I guess Monday is gonna be a holiday. Something to do with Costa, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but everybody's going to the beach today, so it's worse than normal even. One thing we've noticed is all the ambulances and police always have their lights on at all times here. And the only time they're actually in an emergency is if they have their siren on too. So if you don't hear the siren, there's no emergency, but they've always got their lights on. There are tons of toll booths all along here, and most of them around 500 to 1,000 colones, which is around $1 to $1.50, 75 cents to $1.50. We're driving into the clouds again. Check out all the clouds up here in the rainforest, in the jungle, whatever you want to call it. These little markets are so cool. If we didn't have such a long drive, we'd stop and check it out. They're headed across the street. They're gonna get some snow cones. These are the best snow cones that you can get. I absolutely love these. I still think about the one that I got the last time we were here. This is a place called Punta Arenas in Caldera. Normally there's just tons of people out here and there's tons of booths set up, but it's really kind of late right now and it's not peak tourist season, so it's not nearly as crowded as what it was that time. I'm watching the baby, so I can't go over there, but on the other side of that car, he's got a grill And the way they make a lot of their barbecue grills here is they take an old car wheel, flip it upside down, weld legs on it, and they make a grate for it, and they grill on top of that. And I love that idea, so I actually had a buddy of mine make one for me. There, that car's moving. I can kind of see it. I wish I could zoom in further. So I guess what the plan for today is that we're going to go to the town where our Airbnb is, our next Airbnb, but we don't have that yet tonight. That's for the next 3 nights. But for tonight, we're just going to rent a motel. We haven't found a motel yet, but we'll just try to find one in the area. A lot of places here are inside a secure fence, and they lock that fence at 9 or 10 o'clock, and we're not going to get there until 9 or 10 o'clock. So we got to find a place that will stay open for us. There's a really cool beach that has seashells instead of sand on the beach. I think it's Playa Conch something. I can't remember the name of it now. But anyway, we're not going to make it there. We wanted to go there. The problem is that the road between where we're going to be and that place is completely washed out. So we won't be able to do that because you got to drive clear around through the mountains, and it takes hours and hours and hours to get there. So we don't want to do that again. So we're just going to go to this town, and we're just going to stay there. We're probably not going to go anywhere else. Maybe just places that are close by. I forgot to mention the guy in the light blue shirt. That is my brother-in-law, Alan. That's my wife's brother. He lives here, and he wanted to go with us, so we came and picked him up. Crazy, but I'm going to try to run across the road. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. And here it is. These things are absolutely delicious. I'm looking forward to this. They're called a Churchill, and they are delicious. What they are is a cross between a snow cone and ice cream. It has fruit in it, coconut, leche, all sorts of stuff is in here. It's absolutely, I don't know how to describe it. You just have to try one sometime. They're called a Churchill. Well, we finally located a motel. We're staying in a little town, not too far away from where we're going to be tomorrow. And those lights are bright. Half the people out here have super bright headlights and fog lights so they can see where they're going, because it's really hard. And actually on the camera, it's easier to see where we're going than it is in real life, just because the lens is so good. But this rental car we're driving has horrible headlights on it. But anyway, we're headed there. We're taking some back roads. Some of these roads have some massive potholes in them. I didn't get the camera out in time, and when I did, the microphone was hanging off and everything else, just because it was bouncing around like crazy. Everything in here is bouncing around. I hate to see what the luggage is doing, but we're about 30 minutes out. It's only about 15 miles. It just takes forever to get anywhere here because the speed limits are low and you're going around all these windy roads, but we're headed there and we'll be there shortly. There are tons of bridges like this here where only one car can fit through, so one direction has a yield and the other direction gets to go. Like this time, we had the yield, so we had to stop. And now we can go. Check out this narrow bridge. Yeah, I've got a crying baby. He's done. We're almost there though. And we made it. Hotel Guiara, something like that. We're in a little town called Samara. Parking situation here. You just kind of have to block people in and park. So I'm not sure what's up with that. And this will be the view from our balcony. They're bringing in the suitcases now. Pretty cool place. Oh, somebody wants to know where I went. I'm right here, buddy. Are you tired of being in the car seat? Are you tired of being in the car seat? Callie. Callie. Hey. He won't even show me his face. And good morning. We crashed last night, went straight to bed, so I didn't close this out. But we're done with traveling. I think we're just going to stay in this area the rest of the time we're here until we have to go back to the airport. So I'll probably do one more video after this one. But I'm going to go ahead and close this video out here. This was definitely quite the adventure on this one over the last couple of days, but we survived, we made it, and now we got a story to tell. I hope you guys are enjoying these vacation vlogs. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part has been so far. Check back. Like I said, I'm going to have one more video after this one, and I have one more video before this one if you haven't seen it already. As always, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and remember to get out there and find an adventure. We'll see you next time.